Hello, filmers. Welcome to this week's edition of Simulation Saturday. My name is Bruce the Noob, and this week's matchup is the New England Patriots at the Baltimore Ravens. This is week 9. We are pretty much halfway through the season, the regular season, and this is when teams start coming into their own. This is even though it is still the Sunday Night Football matchup, this is still kind of one of actually the better matchups because New England actually has a chance to go down this week. I have high hopes for Baltimore, with Lamar Jackson being the quarterback, of course. Patriots have played a lot of bum teams throughout the first 8 weeks, so this will be their first challenge. And when I say bum teams, I'm talking about teams that were pretty bad, that are actually pretty bad right now, including within their own division. Speaking of the Jets and Dolphins, the Bills actually almost beat them early on in the season. But other than that, they've pretty much beat out trash teams. Baltimore has actually proven themselves. In my opinion, they have proven themselves so far this year. I think they are at least maybe 5-2, if not 6-2. I can actually check the standings right now to see where they're at. The Baltimore Ravens yes, they are 5-2. And of course, the New England Patriots, they are 8-0. So this is going to be an interesting one. So let's go ahead and set that up. We are ready. This is of course a nighttime game. We want it clear as possible. I actually don't know the weather for Baltimore. We never really even paid attention to the weather before.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the GOAT, Tom Brady, and the Super Bowl champion New England Patriots as they match up with the second-year man Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. With that, let's get up to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. There to call all the action, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, Coach, to be predicted this time of year, it is a cold and windy night in downtown Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New England Patriots. I'm Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. Charles, good matchup here. A couple of playoff teams from a season ago.
And just think about how the NFL works, partner. 8 teams that made the playoffs the year before didn't make it last season. So there's always going to be parity in this league, and guys have to be ready to go. Just because you made it the year before doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get back again.
All right, let's get this underway.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The New England Patriots 8-0. Here comes their offense led by the future Hall of Famer Tom Brady. Threw 2 touchdowns in the Week 8 win over Cleveland to get them to 8-0. But a lot of talk this week about could Tom Brady be playing in a different uniform next year. Could you see that?
Stop. I can't see. What? See Tom, what? Tom Brady in a different uniform? I know people talk about that kind of. Remember when Joe Montana left the 49ers and went to Kansas City? But they had Steve Young in the wings. Jarrett Stidham is the backup quarterback now. That's not Steve Young-esque at this point. What? No.
So you don't think that that's happening? All the rumors and...
If he plays next year, he will be in a Patriots uniform, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, it's either...
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He could be playing somewhere else, probably the Chargers, or he just
Sony Michel was taken near the end of the first round in the 2018 draft, but boy, did he earn his keep in his season with New England. Really came on in the playoffs, scored the only touchdown in the Super Bowl win over the Rams. Expect bigger and better from Sony Michel moving forward.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's one thing Patriots have done pretty well is establish the run game.
Throw on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 33. Now, how many times have we seen that? 3rd down and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was a Super Bowl MVP last season. Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel.
They've done a pretty good job of that.
We introduce you to the Ravens starting defense, and we focus on Marcus Peters, picked up from the Rams via the trade route back on October the 15th. Made his presence felt immediately. A 67-yard pick 6 of Russell Wilson in Week 7 was his 5th career pick 6, most of anyone since he joined the league back in 2015. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me?
With the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer defense.
He barely touched him. Even the game has it, Tom Brady.
But they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Following the penalty, Michel, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Brady, rush coming, and he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Brady now on 3rd and goal. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it ends with a New England touchdown.
All right, now it's our turn.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Ravens now under 12th-year coach John Harbaugh. They'll be led out by their second-year quarterback, leading rusher amongst QBs in 2018, Lamar Jackson.
Let's see if we can establish a run game. No, never mind. Yeah, let's establish a run game.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Jackson, option right, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, he uncorks it for Snead. And this will be caught at the 30.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They run from the pistol with Ingram. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield, although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence. Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Glad it was knocked
Marquise
away.
Brown, the rookie, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And again, it's Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run, making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle, no running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Tucker able to connect on the extra
Hello,
point.
everyone who's
And
watching.
This
This is our weekly edition
that
of
time,
Simulation
a
Saturday.
9-play drive.
New England Patriots
And
at the
Mark Ingram who
Baltimore
caps it off
Ravens.
with a touchdown
7-7 the Baltimore Ravens. This is going to be a good game.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Well, let's get back to our discussion earlier about the Patriots here as their offense comes on the field. I mean, they're 8-0.
Tom Brady will play in New England next year.
Oh, I know. You already mentioned that. You already
bad.
mentioned that. They're 8-0, though, for the 3rd time in franchise history. But at Foxborough, they've won 20 straight games, including the playoffs. Good luck if you have to go there. So when is the loss? Is there going to be a loss this year for New England?
I think there will be. It's so hard to go undefeated. Remember, the Dolphins in 72, the Patriots, they took it all the way to, was that 2007 season, I believe, and went to the Super Bowl before they absorbed their first loss. I think it happens during the regular season. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule. At Baltimore, open week, at Philly, home for Dallas, at Houston, home for Kansas City. So if they're winning all their home games, let's throw those teams out. To me, at Baltimore, that's the one that I'm targeting. Eager to see how they chase around Lamar Jackson and how Baltimore plays that game.
That is a tough stretch of games. If they run that gauntlet, then they might just go undefeated. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Brady. His throw incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. And it's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And able to find Dorsett. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. But we know Dorsett can make those plays with that top-end speed. You think back to the Combine 5 years ago when he ran a 4.33. And now in his 3rd season in New England after 2 in Indianapolis, but only 290 yards last year. Patriots want to utilize him more. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. From the 27, Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
From the gun on third down, Brady, and that's complete. It's Watson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on second down. Brady looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, and it's third and short.
You've always been very good.
Oh my God, of course they're going
to. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Yeah,
well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. They tried to throw on second down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Brady. And they're going to get him. They bring him down with a sack back at the 16-yard line. Matt Judon able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. To throw again. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Well, Charles, 18 of the 32 teams have now played 8 games, half their season. The other 14 will reach the midway point next week, so we'll save the midseason grades and awards until then. But
thank you. I like that.
We'll wait on that. But let's look at a few underperforming teams thus far that have played 8 games, and you tell me what you think their final record's going to be. Now, let's start with the Chargers at 3-5.
Big win in Chicago on Sunday. I like them to go 5-3 down the stretch. And that gives them 8 wins. Actually, have them go 6-2. I think they're going to go 9-7.
Ooh, right there on the edge of the playoffs. Okay, let's stay in the AFC West. How about the Broncos at 2-6 right now?
I just don't see that offense improving. I think that they win 2 more games and go 4-12.
Okay. And Giants 2-6. They're underperforming.
Yeah, but their schedule really lightens up on the back end. They're playing hard. I'm going to give them 6 wins, 6-10.
Lastly, and I might duck under the table when you answer this one, the Falcons at 1-7.
That's a tough one because I wonder about what's going to happen with their head coach. But I think they'll play better down the stretch. 4 wins, 4-12.
You're off the hot seat, my friend.
Thank you.
8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with third and just a couple. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Fourth down, here's Jackson.
Oh, my God.
And it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Partner, earlier I asked you about some teams that were underperforming so far. Well, right now let's play a game arrow up, arrow down. I'll give you teams that are kind of in the middle of the pack. You tell me if they're going to go up or down second half of the season. Let's start with the Raiders at 3-4.
Arrow up. I think they're going to beat the teams they're supposed to beat, and they will beat someone good down the stretch.
Okay. Now, Jacksonville, they're 500 right now, 4-4.
Yeah, but their division is conducive to their arrow going up. Gardner Minshew playing well. Maybe Nick Foles comes back, and I like that defense.
Okay, the Lions got a win last week to get to 3-1. How about them?
Don't like their division. Minnesota, Green Bay within division. Unfortunately, arrow down.
Lastly, how about the Panthers, 4-3?
Defense is supposed to travel. That was a tough one in San Francisco last Sunday. Still think that'll happen, and I do believe Cam Newton will come back this season. Arrow up.
A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Here's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can... And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Matt Judon bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
And now because of the sack, it's 3rd and goal from the 14. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got Lacoste, his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team
accelerating, and off he goes. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. It's a kickoff return of 94 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Tucker with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. So he took that one at the 6, returned it all the way to the end zone. An electric return it was, 94 yards to the house. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
That's the first time I actually did that.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone
I don't
for
know
a
how
touchback.
long.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the third quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, there weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
We'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Jalen Ferguson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Brady now to throw. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Brady. This is White on the screen.
Oh, my God.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Going for it all. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Worry with it.
Mohamed Sanu, 28 yards. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
The previous play is under review.
It should be back to 4th down, right?
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Now Brady again.
What?
And he's got it. So the
Oh my
two-point
God.
conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Push him back. Push him back.
Throwing again. Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 26 and a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted.
Excuse me.
Incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And now it's 3rd down. And the blitz does come. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what...
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And always going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get them a first down. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. So the 2nd time tonight he has hit the end zone, Charles.
Some people just have a natural nose for the end zone, and he's exhibiting that here in this game. Big-time job, and of course he's got to pat the backs of the offensive line.
Yeah, they can't be lost in the shuffle. They're vital. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, Michel.
Oh, my God.
And he
Okay.
cuts it out right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, 38 yards. As his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off.
Well, let's see if I can make
Bailey
something
now
happen.
to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 28-21. A minute 47 on the clock. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the 4th quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a first down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the 4th quarter. Picked up the first, stopped the clock, too.
Yeah, sometimes there's some guts in play calling when you go against the grain because you know you could easily be criticized if it doesn't work out. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, They're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the two-point conversion. Jackson to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Well, they had guts to go for that, and they got it. Now, if you're the defense, you feel some major pressure, don't you?
Well, they put it on you, haven't they? They've told you that you are the unit they believe in. We'll find out now if they can make it hold up. But, boy, just going for it in that spot.
I know, right?
Amazing.
This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now all eyes on the Patriots. Trailing by 1 after the two-point conversion. 45 seconds remaining. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down. Now Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Brady to throw. Dorsett's got it. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty who got a hand in there to break that one up. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming. The Hail Mary, they just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.
All right, so final thoughts. This actually was a good game. It went as I expected it to be. But like I said in the beginning, it's going to be close. But I don't think the Patriots will win this game. I feel as though the Ravens are good enough to knock them off. Which then will, of course, leave the 49ers as the last remaining undefeated team right now. Yeah, so I think just Lamar Jackson's going to go out there and do his thing. Tom Brady's going to go out there and do his thing. It's going to be a close one. I don't really know. This is going to be probably an accurate depiction of the score, but it's going to be a shootout. I'm telling you now, it's going to be a shootout. I'm thinking 52-45. Lamar Jackson is a great running quarterback. He's very much like Michael Vick, I feel. So yeah. I mean, that's pretty much all I have to say. So thank you guys so much for watching. This has been our weekly edition of Simulation Saturday. If you like what you saw here on Twitch, be sure to follow us and turn the notifications on so you guys get notified whenever we go live. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter if you have not already. This is going up on YouTube in just a little bit, so be sure to watch what we do on YouTube. And if you like what you see over there, hit that subscribe button where you can enjoy much more great content like this, and be sure to spank the bell button so that you get notified every time we upload a brand new video. Thanks again for watching, and as always, we will see you in our next video. Later.